Okay, so here is the distance test. I'm exactly 1,000 feet away from the camera. Well, hey everybody, today we're looking at or should I say we're listening to the new Saramonic Ultra Wireless Microphone Kit. It has 2 transmitters, 1 receiver, has 32-bit float, internal recording, and 8 gigabytes of storage. And the neat thing is it has an adapter for your Sony cameras so that you can use it on your hot shoe without needing a cable. But is it any good? Well, that's coming right up. And by the way, quick little disclaimer, Saramonic, they did send me this kit to review. They didn't tell me what to say. They don't get to see this video before it's released, and they didn't pay me for this video. All opinions are strictly my own. They just sent it for review purposes. And if you know, my reviews are going to let you know if it's worth it or if it's not. So on to the video. So before we get into a lot of the nitty gritty about this kit, let's talk about what comes inside the box with the Saramonic Ultra. You get the charging hub case that has a built-in 2900 milliamp hour battery that can charge the receiver and both transmitters 3 times over, and it takes 2 hours to charge everything. Both transmitters are IPX5 water resistant, and you can record 32-bit float audio internally with 8 gigabytes of storage on each transmitter. The receiver has a touchscreen that allows you to easily navigate the menu system from mono to stereo, noise reduction, vocal clarity, gain, and it even has time code for perfect sync with your camera. And by the way, it's not just for your camera. It also includes a USB Type-C and a lightning cable for those of you out there that like to use your cell phones to record. You also get 2 lapel microphones, 2 foam covers for the lapels, 2 dead cats for the transmitters, the fancy Sony hotshoe adapter, and the external antenna for broadcasts up to 300 meters within line of sight, which yes, I will be testing the distance on this. So with those basics out of the way, let's get to the rest of this video. So of course, if I'm going to do a microphone review, there are so many wireless microphones that are out there today that sound really, really good. And I've got a comparison going on right now. So let me show you the microphones that I'm using. I've got the RODE Pro, I've got the DJI Mic 2, and the Saramonic Ultra, and they're all recording internally right now. And I'm just going to sync it up and post with the camera. But at this point, I just want to be able to see same distance. How does it sound? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Saramonic, they were really big about saying that this microphone set sounds so good compared to the DJI Mic 2. Now, when you think about 32-bit recording, a lot of people years ago, and I say maybe even just 2 years ago, they didn't really care about 32-bit internal recording. They were just like, 24 bits more than enough, 32-bit, nobody needs it. And now people are starting to realize that, well, with 32-bit, you have a lot more latitude to where you don't have to worry about clipping. So you can whisper really softly and be able to up the gain without introducing a lot of internal noise. Or you can scream really loud and it won't sit there and peak, because you can bring it down and it doesn't clip the audio. Now, one thing I do like about this, and I'm going to test this a little bit later on in the video, but is this little gadget right here. So that connects to the back of the receiver of the Saramonic. And then you've got the the hot shoe that attaches to your Sony camera. So you can just plug it in. You don't have to worry about a cable anymore. Plug it in, good to go. Nice little touch. Like I said, I'll test this out a little bit later on. Normally I have my DJI Mic 2 going into my Zoom H4n recorder to be able to record audio. If I'm doing stuff, or at the office, I've got another DJI Mic 2 along with the Zoom H6 that I record audio internally into. But having the flexibility of 32-bit float, I've been using, honestly, the DJI Mic 2 a lot here lately. But now with Saramonic, because Saramonic's really stepped up their game, and there's only a couple of companies out there that offer the hot shoe capability to plug into your Sony camera. And for those of us that lose cables all the time, guilty as charged, that's a big plus for me. Let's find a song from Artlist, because, and I understand that the microphones, I'm going to turn the microphones around so that we can actually hear it coming out of the speakers. Well, let's find a song here on Artlist, because Artlist is my go-to for music. I've been with them for a couple of years and I love it. Let's see what looks good here. Let's see, pop. Let's try something pop. Stop that. That should be enough right there just to see how it sounds between each one of these microphones. I will do a distance test with it because Saramonic claims that it's going to be able to get a really long distance. But why am I comparing it? Because, well, you know, Saramonic, they did send this to me for me to review. And normally I would just stick to reviewing it. But when they claim that it's so much better than the DJI Mic 2, well, you know, sometimes you just have to kind of put that to the test. And I figured since RODE, everybody knows RODE is the staple of audio recording. They have been around for a long time. They are the industry standard for a lot of prosumer and even some professional microphones. So with the new Wireless Pro, should sound pretty good as far as comparison, being able to compare the Saramonic, because you think price-wise, the difference between the Saramonic, the DJI Mic 2, and also the RODE Wireless Pro. Let's see what the price difference is and how it actually sounds. Okay, out here with the Saramonic Ultra, and it's very windy outside, as you can tell from the trees behind me. And just a quick little audio test just to see how the audio sounds with the Saramonic Ultra without a dead cat on it, and then we'll put the dead cat on and see how it sounds. And now with the dead cat on to the Saramonic Ultra, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, big gust of wind. See if it helps out. Usually these dead cats with a wireless microphone, they work really, really well. So I've got the Saramonic Ultra Wireless hooked up to my Sony a7S III with the 24 to 70 millimeter lens. I'm going to go back 1,000 feet and see, will it still transmit line of sight with the added antenna on this, just to see, will it work? And I'm going to zoom in, I guess I'll zoom in 70 millimeters just so you can see me all the way down there. Okay, so here is the distance test. I'm exactly 1,000 feet away from the camera line of sight. I've got the transmitter in my pocket. I'm using a lavalier mic clipped onto my shirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to see how is the audio transmitting, considering that it is line of sight. And 1,000 feet, by the way, is something that I would never ever use in practical situation for me personally. But there may be some people out there that do want to get that type of range, and if you're that type of person, this may be something for you. And I'm going to start walking back because I have no idea at this point if it's actually still picking up. But as I walk back, we'll talk a little bit about wireless microphones. So Saramonic has traditionally been a budget company for a lot of their offerings. And this kit comes in at over $300. And then you think about the DJI Mic 2, which you can get the 2 transmitter, 1 receiver kit for just over $300. And then you can get the RODE Wireless Pro kit for what, $310? And after the audio test that you heard me do earlier, I really think that the RODE sounded best. But while I'm babbling on, I have no idea. Picking up, since I just went down a little gully, did it drop out or not? 1,000 feet. That's a great way to get your steps in. Because I just got 1,000 that way, 1,000 back, 2,000 extra steps for the day. Should put me close to 12,000 so far, and the day's still not even done yet. Okay, a lot better. So the reason I use the 70mm function on the 24-70, so that you can kind of see, because if I get out of the way, you can see 1,000 feet is pretty far. But at this point, well, I'm out of breath because it's 83 degrees, 90% humidity right now. Overcast, very, very muggy. Plus I'm out of shape, so I'm trying to work on that too. But now I gotta stick it in the computer and see, did it actually sound good? Did it actually pick up going all the way back there, 1,000 feet? And while we're doing a sound quality test, this is with the included lapel microphone with the little foam cover on the end. And like I said, I had the transmitter in my pocket. I'm going to remove the lapel microphone now. So first with the lapel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just with the transmitter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was there that big of a difference? Did it sound good? That's the question. Now on to reviewing this. Did it pick me up 1,000 feet? I'm really curious about that part. Okay, well, now it's time to talk about some of the pros of this Saramonic Ultra. I like the build quality, it's very good. I like the fact that you get the charging hub case with it. Very good. I like that there's 8 gigabytes of internal storage on both transmitters. I like the fact that it can record at 32-bit float audio. I like that little Sony hotshoe adapter, so no more cables needed. And all the accessories that you could possibly need in a wireless microphone kit. And another good pro to me is the fact that you can take the transmitter and offload your audio track like that, no software needed. But now we need to talk about the cons of this kit. Well, let's talk about the first one. It's going to be price. It comes in at $299, and yes, you do get a lot of stuff for $299, but I think that the audio quality that comes out of the microphone that's built into the transmitters lacks. And that's just in my personal opinion. I think if I was to rate this compared to the RODE Wireless Pro, the DJI Mic 2, and then this kit, I would say the built-in microphone quality, this kit comes in third, DJI Mic 2 comes in second, the RODE Wireless Pro kit comes in first place, but that's just my opinion. But besides the price, the second con is going to be the internal microphone. To me, it just doesn't sound that good. That's why I'm using a lapel microphone right now, because it does sound better than what the internal microphone is. But, you know, all in all, for some people out there that want a run and gun situation where they can take a kit, take the bag that comes with it, throw everything into the bag, throw it into your kit, hit the road, do your interviews, do whatever it is that you're videotaping, and be able to have all the tools necessary as far as accessories. I think it may be right for some of those out there. So is it worth it? At $299, I think it's a little bit pricey. I wish it was more in the $199 to maybe $229 price range, but that's just me personally, and that just strictly goes off of the internal microphone. When I consider the lapel microphone and how it sounds with this kit, then I'll bump it up to like $259, maybe $270-ish. That would be a good price range in my opinion. But anyway, that's my thoughts on this Saramonic Ultra Wireless microphone set. 1,000 feet. Can you believe that? That was kind of crazy. Anyway, product links down in the description below, and as always, I'll catch you in the next review. Bye-bye.